up, y'all? Ah, nice. I was trying to see the crowd from like the back in the green room, where it's all the cool comedians, you know, like hang out. We like pretend we're on top of the world. But I always like to like scope out the audience before a show. I don't know the LA lingo, man. I just got back. I've been away for like 5 years in Germany. It's a crazy place. Germany's so quiet and so peaceful, and LA is mad violent. Like, it's insane. Like, I mean, I was raised here. I'm a Los Angelino. It feels lame to say that. I know what people say now, like, what do you say? Like, I'm an LA'er? I don't know what the slang is now. I've lost everything. It's crazy. I'm staying in Hollywood because I wanted to, like, know Hollywood, you know? I grew up, like, all around LA, like, Pomona, Silmar, Van Nuys. Awesome. My mom was living like in the porn capital of the world. It was awesome. I'd visit her like once a year. I'd be like, cool, Ma, you live next to a strip club. This is amazing. I love it. This is why I come back. I was walking around Hollywood and there's like these bus signs you see everywhere. You got syphilis. You guys see this shit, you know? And I'm like, am I supposed to? Like, is that like what the expectation is now in Hollywood? I feel like that's not Burbank. In Burbank, it's like, do you have a wife? Like, that's really the question that's probably asked on bus billboards here. I don't really walk around, you know, Burbank that much. Now that I do more comedy here, I like experience Burbank, and I'm like, this is nice. Like, it's so clean. Have I gotten lamer or wiser? I can't tell which is which. And my mom was right after all this. She's like, you should move to Burbank or Pasadena. I'm like, I'm not lame. Like, I'm a cool guy. I'm not gonna fucking live in Burbank now. I'm like, this is dope as shit. I don't fucking know, man. You see these other signs too that are even more confusing. Like, I saw this one when I was driving with my mom on the freeway. It was like, got cannabis? Is this really necessary? Like, even if I don't, is it really that hard to find cannabis in Los Angeles? Everywhere I walk, it reeks of weed. I mean, I say reeks because I don't actually have the weed. Somebody else is smoking it. And I'm like a former guy who smoked. You know how that is, right? You're like, you go up to people and they're smoking and you're like, I'm over it. You know, they kind of do that thing going, you know what I'm saying? And the joints are just, they look so good here. Like somebody was smoking outside, Armenians, of course. That's, you know, somebody's Armenian here. Either they, you know, just smoke mad joints or work as a bouncer at every club here in the fucking city. I was recently at this place, El Cid in Silver Lake, because I'm cool. No. A friend of mine was playing like some music, and I was like bragging to my friends. You always like try to invite your friends to come see a music performance with you, just to like seem cool. You're like, hey buddy, I got another buddy who's playing at El Cid. Look at me. Come see his show. And this guy at the door was like, I don't know, man, I have like an Armenian sense. Like, he was like speaking fluent English and everything, you know? But he was looking at this car, and it was like a Cadillac, like a low rise, you know, with like the low wheels. And I'm like, this motherfucker's Armenian, man. I love it. And I was like, oh, beres vonces. And he was like, love. Like, before he was just like arrogant. But once I said that, he turned. He's like, everything's good, boss. I like how people call you boss in LA, you know? I do that too. I realize what it is. It's because they don't want any violence, you know? So they try to get on your good side by like elevating you. I started doing it too, like I'm adapting. Like everybody I meet now, I'm like, hey boss, what's up? Just to like make them put them at ease, you know, in case they're like intimidated or whatever. I'm not an intimidating guy, but sometimes people get freaked out, you know, I don't know. I'm like relatively big. There's some big dudes in LA. I'm scared to death, man. This is a scary ass fucking place, man. I'm not used to this shit. But I've learned a lot of things in Germany, I have to say, like tons. Like, I was neutral about, like, I don't give a shit what race you are. You're Asian, you're, I don't know, white, you're black. For me, you're American, I don't give a shit. But in Germany, you know, I've, like, really started to, like, love Jews. You know, like, really a lot. Like, every chance I get, I'm like, I love Jews. I feel so bad about what happened in the 40s. I feel terrible. This one lady over there, when we were just briefly discussing, very briefly, what happened during that time, she's like, the German brand is ruined. That would be like my mom wanting to shop at Aldi. And there's like a recent like takeover bid, like just in. 2 Germans, Franz and Hans, have murdered the former Jewish owners A31865 and B41367 in a successful takeover bid. And I'm like, Mama, so you can't shop there. The brand is ruined. Guys, that's all my time. Thanks a lot.